What's up?
What's up?
So tonight we have Nick Waskew. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He'll tell me afterwards. But East Coast Spirit Chasers. Don't mind my little co-host here. His mother is busy at the moment. So let's bring Nick on and say hello.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for having me on.
Nick.
Waskew, that was close. I've heard every variation you could think of. Whiskey, Wookie. I've heard everything. So.
Well, you know what? I have it in my phone. I guess your last name is Waskiw.
Yeah.
I have it as Kew in my phone.
That's all right.
Edison, will you stop?
I'm sure I'm probably named worse on a lot of people's phones. So.
Yeah, probably.
I feel ya.
So. But so tonight, we'll talk a little bit about everything, and as my son hands me all this paperwork he's dropping. All right, dude. Out from under the desk. Yeah, go see mommy. Hey, Nick, when you and your wife want kids, I'll send you mine for practice.
For practice run.
So what's up, man? We haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. I think last time I saw you, we were at the GAR in Philly.
No, I think we were at Penhurst.
Penhurst?
I think it was Penhurst the last time we investigated together.
Mm.
But the GAR is where I pissed off your girlfriend at the time. She couldn't take a joke.
No.
What? Yeah, that was
girlfriend. So.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. I warned you about her.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, Nick is the team leader of East Coast Spirit Chasers, along with his wife Melissa. They have a pretty extensive resume here. I don't have it pulled up, but y'all can go on his website and check it out, eastcoastspiritchasers.com. And you'll find pictures like this. There he is.
I really commit when I go into role-playing for investigations. This is actually at a Halloween party at Dave's house, and I always kind of like to really go all out. So,
Nice. So there's some. It seems like you guys have a lot of fun when you go out and investigate, goof around, and.
Yeah, I mean, chemistry is very important, and we kind of like bring our personality when we go on the investigations. Like for Rolling Hills Asylum, there's a hallway there that you go on a wheelchair and you kind of push yourself down there, and I committed to being like an old Ukrainian woman and talking to them like, oh, help me, and I actually did get a bunch of responses, and as silly as it sounds, I mean, we get some evidence that way. Same with Conjuring House. They have a birthing room, so I said, well, why not I just go in as a male and say that I'm birthing and see what kind of reactions we got. And we would get reactions, they'd be like, is this guy serious? So, Yeah, that's.
There's a picture of you guys with Nick Groff at the Conjuring House. How'd that happen? What did you
He
show?
was actually there filming for the Death Walker.
Oh,
And, he was finishing up as we were coming in there. Just very chill dude, and he
yeah, he seems.
started us out, and he actually checked in with us on one of our lives we did from Bergen House. So that was pretty cool. You got Nick Groff checking us on the live.
Yeah, I think I was watching that when he did that. I was watching your live when that happened.
Mm.
When he did that, but that's cool. Yeah, he seems like he's a pretty cool dude.
Mm.
But so what are the? Oh wait, hold on. Before we go any further, I gotta show this picture. There we go.
It's just a very inspiring photo. He's looking up to me. That's Travis. Travis is one of the most badass people that we know. He's a special needs investigator.
Is he?
And he can see spirits. He can talk to them. He can look at a mirror or a closet and tell you if it's a portal.
No shit.
It's really incredible, the stuff that he does. He's probably one of the most valuable members that we have. And it's
Nice.
when we have mediums on the team, and when he's describing things happening, and then we can back that up with evidence to validate it. I mean, that's what what this is about: paranormal investigating and validating information.
Yeah, that's the way Tara is. Tara's my medium from South Carolina.
All right, I'm XL. That was a really cheesy one. I had to throw that out, but can't be witty all the time. But
yeah, I hear that.
Easy moment.
Oh yeah, I use her a lot for remote views and stuff like that because there's my medium I had on my team had a baby and she doesn't really want to come back. Yeah, especially now that we're doing the demonic thing.
That's the thing is, when you have a medium, there's so many of them that can do things remotely. TV kind of makes it look like, oh, they've got to be here on location. That's not true. We've got a shaman that we work with exclusively from Arizona, and we've had him connect to locations in Jersey. Like we had a client case that had some bad things going on, and we had the family out, but I put video cameras in the home. Nobody's in the home, and I'm looking at the footage, and you can actually hear him in Arizona talking to this demon. I mean, it was just
really
fantastic evidence that we've gotten. Awesome.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah. What was it? What was he saying to it?
Well, I mean, you can hear. I don't remember what it was. It was like a few years ago that he did it, but he cleared the house, and we have a happy ending as a result.
That's good. Most demons don't leave easily.
Yeah. Well, this was one. It was a male demon that was there with 2 female ones, and it took a few tries to get this thing out of the house.
Did you have to do an exorcism or call in a priest or anything?
No, he was able to clear it out himself, and then he connected back a few days after just to make sure everything was cleared and there's nothing in the house.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been. They must have been low-level demons, or a type of created or something like that.
I mean, we've dealt with demons where it's like it's almost hard to explain. Like they were human at one point, and like 2 human demons formed like this one big one. And like when this demon was defeated, you see like 2 human bodies. That's what it explains to me.
Well, there is a theory. There is a theory out there that spirits do degrade over time, like human bodies do. I heard that from Bishop Brian Ouellette of the Holy Nicolaitan Catholic Church on one of his shows. And it does kind of make sense. I mean, it doesn't go, it does not as fast as a human body. It may take 100 years, a couple hundred years, stuff like that. But they do degrade, and when that happens, they do become negative and turn into demons at that point. So I'm still looking for a book that says it, but I haven't found it yet. I mean, granted, Bishop Ouellette's been a exorcist for 30 years now, 20 years, something like that. So I mean, his word is like gold, but you still like to have that extra backup.
Yeah, sure.
So, but yeah. So here's another photo.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
yeah, that's our Travis calendar. And this actually started just as goofing around. And, morale is always important on
Yes,
investigation.
yes.
And Travis is, he's kind of a ham, and it started out with him at Madison Seminary, and they had, I don't know what they were doing. There was this display of a little miniature bride and this whole setup. I don't know if they did some sort of photo shoot or something, but we're like, well, Travis, go take your shirt off and pose. And he just like posed like he's like proposing to this little doll bride. And we're like, this is hilarious. And we should just make a calendar. And we did. And we got all these crazy types of photos. And we sell it now on the website, eastcoastspiritchasers.com. And these photos are priceless like that, like him hanging out in Times Square, all in his glory.
For those that didn't see it, there it is again.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy Preston, he does a lot of graphic artwork for us, and he just worked that out for us. But
nice,
funny stuff.
Nice. Now I saw you were up at the Devil's Tree the other day, or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I mean, we basically asked everything that we could from what we knew about the Devil's Tree, and my wife actually asked the question: is any of this true, or is it all folklore? And on the ghost box, it came through clear as day, lies. So I mean, there's nothing really going on over there.
Nice.
And it's funny because shortly after I got COVID, and I got people messaging me like, "Oh, the Devil's Tree gave you COVID," and I'm like, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's possible they can make you sick, but to specifically give you COVID, I don't know too much about that.
I think it's just folklore. Like I know
I think it's coincidence.
People say don't pee on the tree. I know people that have peed on it and they're fine. And I mean, it's just
they might be a little smaller, but they're okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Nice. But so where you were talking earlier about offline the show. You're talking about your vacations that you do. You take a week and travel the country to different locations. Tell us how that works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I started this group, the one thing that I've always regretted was putting the East Coast in front of the group name, because I mean, we are so much more than East Coast. Like I've been out to Washington State to investigate. I did the Walker Ames house in Port Gamble, and we just want to branch out from New Jersey. So like last year, we went out to Trans-Allegheny, we went to Bobby Mackey's, we went to Madison Seminary, Talbot Tavern was another one that we did. And so this year, in August, we're going to be heading out to the Midwest. So we've got Edinburgh Manor, which is in Iowa. We got Waleska Axe Murder House. We got Malvern Manor. And then we have...
Those are some pretty active places.
What's the other one? Oh, Sally House. And we're working on setting up Ashmore Estates in Illinois. Start heading back east. And these are all bucket list locations, I mean, growing up, you watching all these TV shows of like these paranormal teams, and these are these locations that you watched growing up. That's how you know about these places.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to go and investigate the places where a lot of these people put these places on the map is really exciting.
Yeah, well, that's how White Hill Mansion got on the map.
Yeah.
From Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Roth and Paranormal Lockdown. And it's funny because they weren't even supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm. Even Hinsdale House.
Yeah.
That got put on the map as a result.
Have you been there? Have you been to Hinsdale lately?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. And we're going back. We're going back in May. We're doing a twofer with Hinsdale and Wildwood Sanitarium.
Oh, nice.
And I've been to both already, but it's one of those, let's go to Hinsdale. Like, this is the only location that I've actually had recurring dreams about.
Really?
Yeah. And, I've investigated maybe close to, including client cases, maybe like 200 different locations.
Nice.
And you know, this is the only one that I've had as a dream. Like I'll have a dream like I know I'm at Hinsdale, but it looks different to me in the dream. And I mean, last time we were there, we had a whole bunch of weird stuff happen. Like our flashlights, like all in a row, it was like bam, 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 all went out at the same time. At the time, they didn't pave the road out there, and you had a dirt road. We were hearing like it sounded like a phantom car, like right outside of the house. And we're looking out the window, like, what's going on? There's like nobody there. It's just pitch black. We've had a woman that was with us that became very aggressive at the location, and she starts challenging the house. It was her and her husband. The husband starts getting really irritated. We had to get them out of the house. So we were on the upstairs floor, and she's starting to go down the stairs, and the audio says push, you know, like to push her down the stairs. And they both became so obsessed with the location. The husband was actually checking weather at Hinsdale like weeks after, because he just couldn't get this place out of his head.
Wow.
I know a few people that this place calls to them. I wouldn't say it calls to me. It just reminds me that it's there. Like, you know,
come back. You know? Yeah. We were there in January, just me and another guy on the team at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We got nothing. It was dead. It was completely dead. I mean, we got a few EVPs and stuff like that, but other than that, no activity whatsoever.
Wow.
Which I said to Dan, I said, "What'd you do? Send them south for the winter?"
Yeah, my house. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was your first time there?
No. That was number 2. That was the second time. I went there in 2017, 2015. Right after Paranormal lockdown was there, like a year or two after that.
Yeah.
And oh man, that was freaky. We fell asleep. Now you know his couch in the living room, the real comfy one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I slept on that couch. That couch is great. Anyway, me and the wife fell asleep on the couch, and I don't know how I saw it with my eyes closed, but I had a shadow figure right in my face. And I opened my eyes, and it was in my face. And as soon as I opened my eyes, it took off running towards the bedroom in the back there. And that was weird. And we got some other. I didn't want to go outside because the energy outside was higher than the energy inside for some reason. But I don't recommend going in the winter.
I've investigated in the winter there. And
it was -8.
Brutal.
Yeah, it was -8 degrees. I mean, I had all my hunting gear with me.
Yeah.
You know, to keep warm to go outside. And you know, there was snow on the ground and all that. But you know, the guy I was with, he didn't listen to me, and he was cold and this and that. And mind you, I brought a nice heavy blanket. I was perfect. I was comfortable. You know, my thermals and all that. I was nice and toasty warm. Tyler was supposed to go with me, but you know, they bought property, so now they're building a house.
Oh, come on, get your
You
priorities
guys have
straight.
to investigate my property. I got tons of shit on it already.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
There you go. You can make some money with your property. Open it up to investigations. I know.
We love traveling, so maybe we'll make it out over there to you.
Yeah, I know.
We did
You're like
Savannah
Paranormal
years
Files
ago.
on down there. You can that guy from the Paranormal Files.
Oh, God.
You know, the idiot who decided he's gonna give the finger to the entity, negative, possibly demonic entity at the Sally House.
I still got it.
Yeah. I don't know if I gotta send you that video. Holy hell. You know, he's like,
Yeah,
I don't believe.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, though. But.
Yeah, he goes, I don't believe in Jesus or religion or anything like that. But then he goes, no, you can't use anybody's body as a vessel. But if you need a body to jump into, you can use mine.
Oh, man.
Nobody can, you know.
And that's like a how not to investigate, you know, video.
I posted it on all 3 of my pages there, how not to investigate. And, you know, and it pisses me off that these YouTubers do that.
Well, that's going by, you know, what they see Zach Bagans do. And, a lot of them
knows the ramifications of him doing that.
Mm.
You know,
I
these
mean,
idiots, they don't. Then they complain about it.
yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we've had some scary instances that have happened to us over the last few years, and thankfully, due to having uh, access to some very well equipped people that can handle these things,
Hmm.
things could have been a lot worse if we didn't have these people
Yeah.
in our little portfolio to help out. But I mean, I've seen physical changes. I've seen the
Really?
aggression. Yeah, yeah, eyes changing colors.
Nice.
Uh, it's
It's a
some
true
scary
possession
stuff.
right there.
What's that?
It sounds like a true possession right there.
It was almost, and with a lot of possessions and all, they go in through the back, and
Hmm.
you get a lot of that pain going on in the back as well.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
definitely not pretty. Definitely not pretty.
No, definitely not.
And
I got
we
one
have
case right now.
we dealt with something after Bobby Mackey's. One of our
Yeah, how
investigations.
is that place?
Oh,
As
that
a,
was probably my most favorite investigation that we've
yeah.
done. And you know, that's like a place like it's just like so bad. We had so much stuff going on there. We had them talking about we're gonna come take your souls and this and that and like some really creepy stuff. And we got through the investigation and we were dealing with it at the hotel the day after, past our cutoff time to check out because one of our investigators was not right. He was very aggressive, and we're trying to get a photo of him to send to our shaman so we can work on getting him cleared. And he did not want to cooperate. Like we were gonna force him down to take a photo. Like that's how aggressive things have gotten. But thankfully, we had a happy ending.
Well,
Hey
all right.
Nick, with you working with the shaman,
Hmm.
I think that's great because I'm a vulva, which is the Norse, what you would call the equivalent of a shaman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
even know that term.
Come on. I
it's
didn't even
worth
know that.
like
And
a
I've
spirit.
known her for years.
Yeah,
I
What's
thought
the
you were
term?
telling me. No, I said I didn't even know. I didn't even know that, and I've known her for years.
What was that term? Because I'm learning something new today. You always learn something new.
it's
Exactly.
a vulva. So we practice what you would call like satyr,
Uh-huh.
which is that. People will call it magic. I don't call anything witchcraft because I don't deal with the new age witchcraft. I don't.
Hmm.
That's not what I do. But the vulva was the seer, the prophetess, the one that spoke to the dead. So
Hmm.
basically, everybody at the beginning of time was animalism,
Hmm.
which is everything had a spirit, and then you had that one person that could see them.
Wow.
So to have, I think it's wonderful that you have that. And I think it's wonderful that we have Dan who does exercise. I think it's a wonderful group that we just have right now to where we're able to connect from one way. And if one way doesn't work, then another way does.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I think, and it's so hard to even find someone that can even handle like the darker cases. But I think it's really imperative if you're out there as a serious paranormal team, you're going to a lot of these locations. You think you're skilled enough to even do a client house that potentially may have something not so nice there.
yeah.
I think it's essential to have somebody that can handle that dark
Yeah.
stuff.
And I'm sure with your shaman, does he say like some things might be more of the elemental state, like the land spirits and all that stuff? Because there's so much more involved.
Yeah.
And what everybody would call like a lying demon might be
Hmm.
a spirit from the land that's
Yeah.
been there.
I mean,
And it's
It
we
could
would.
be a number of different things. I mean, it could even be like a tulpa, which is a thought form.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, and a lot of I'd say 90 to 95% of demonic cases
Yeah.
are usually turn out to be less than what they're making it out to be. You know, like I gotta let you listen to this video, Tara. You heard it yesterday.
Oh, I already have.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it, and you tell me what you think. All right.
All right.
Sorry. I went over to these disgusting, evil people, evil monsters' house. I can't even say people because they're not human. I went over to these monsters' house, and I told them that I was getting well. And obviously, they didn't like that. Made them very angry.
I didn't know that you got the video footage of me from Halloween party.
So we didn't see them as much.
That case, okay, Jewish family,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just, stating the facts. It's a Jewish family. The person that was screaming thinks that her brother and her mother are doing this to her. She's been sick over the years and stuff like that and all that. Now, during her fits, I was looking her right in the eye, and she's looking around to see who was watching. So I'm leaning towards more mental health on this case.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I told you too.
Yeah,
Does
and
she take any types of medication or anything like that could maybe?
she does for what the hell is it? Fibromyalgia and something else, but she's not taking any medication. She was actually prescribed medical marijuana and oxycodones. Okay, and she's in pain, she says, which is the reason she got the oxycodones.
Right.
Okay.
Well, fibromyalgia, I mean, it is a undiagnosed thing, and it will cause tons and tons and tons and tons of pains. It's almost like sciatica.
Yeah.
But that's not demonic.
No, definitely not. And when I went in there, I can usually tell when there's negative spirit around, or even if there's just a regular spirit around. I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I told her husband I think she might benefit from a inpatient psychiatric care.
Yeah.
Right now, because I pitched it this way, and it would be a break for him and his son from the screaming, as well as a break for her from the stresses of life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I told her to do that, and then we'll take it from there. I mean, that's because that's what we have to do anyway to prove this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We require two mental health evaluations from either a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a mental health therapist, and a physical from your doctor.
Right.
To make sure you can withstand what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I told her. But unfortunately, we lose a lot of clients like that because, you don't believe me. You think I'm crazy. No.
Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
And a lot of this is, wanting attention.
Yep.
A lot of times with people that become possessed, people that have like addiction issues, kind of the weaker souls, because that's really what they prey upon. So, I mean, could be a lot of different things is what's going on with the person, but it could be just attention.
A lot of trauma. Is what it is.
And people don't process things properly.
Yeah, and demons will feed off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here comes my other co-host. Oh, guess not.
Oh.
He's trying to close the door. Demons will feed. They'll feed off of that. They'll feed off your fear. They'll feed off of your past life. If you were abused, or whatever, raped. They'll use that against you.
Absolutely.
And that's what they look for. So it's but hey, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. I get a lot of these cases in my inbox, and half of them I don't even get to. I got one right now in upstate New York that I don't know what it is because they won't tell me any more information.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't know.
Why don't they want help, but they won't give you all the information?
Yeah, I almost feel like a cop, interrogating somebody.
Well, I think that's part of it is the detective work that's got to go into trying to figure out what's going on.
Yep, that's it. They think we're cops, or we're like in the cop genre or whatever it is, and they You ask Ralph Sarchi how he beats it out of his prisoners, Nah, I'm just kidding. But if you're not honest with us, there's nothing we can do. I mean, it's it's just the way of life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we gotta hook up and investigate together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I
There's
got women. I got 2 other women on the team, you know. So on my team, always looking for
I
members.
said it's too cold for me to come investigate in New Jersey, so y'all have fun.
Damn Southerners.
right. I got a location for
West
you, Dan.
Virginia. West Virginia is fine. I'll do West Virginia. I'll do Maryland. I'll even do PA.
Mhm.
But not New Jersey? How racist.
I mean, the Ghostbusters said that New Jersey was a shithole of America. So, therefore, I'm going to listen to the Ghostbusters because
the
they have
Ghostbusters
always been
wouldn't
right.
lie.
Yeah, exactly. Ghostbusters wouldn't lie, and they're not wrong.
Mhm.
You know.
But some great people have come out of New Jersey, so you guys
There
are
you go.
awesome.
Yeah, me.
You-
So speaking of New Jersey, I got a good location for you, Dan. It's
Oh, yeah?
Atlantic Highlands. I see Dan getting his
Heard of that.
pen and pad ready. It's the Strauss Mansion.
Oh, I was looking into that.
Yeah, this is a place. It's a diamond in the rough, and this was my second time going there. And this second time that we went, it was just off the charts. We had everything going on. We had like 4 pieces of equipment going on. We were getting. We had a woman in the mirror. In the mirror support over there. She was trying to get out of there. She was locked. They've got none of the footage, none of the furniture in there is original. So they've gotten all this type of stuff, antiques and all that have been donated from God knows where. So you got all these antiques that who knows where they're coming from. You've got the owner of the house, Adolf Strauss. He's in there along with his wife, and he's got a bunch of kids, and it was insane. The EVPs we got, the ghost box action, the equipment. It was a blast. So it's definitely
Nice.
a place to check out.
Nice. Yeah, we're kind of trying to stay local for now. You know, I'm trying to let everybody recover financially from COVID if they have any issues.
Yeah.
Any issues like that. You know, like I had a bad winter this winter, so I'm a little short on money. You know.
Yeah, right now my team is kind of reeling, and this is our slowest start that we've ever had. Normally we investigate. I think it was almost 30 different locations that we did last year. Brand new locations. Like we were just nonstop going, and this year we've had so much stuff going on with family members passing, people getting sick, and it's just been like one thing after another. So definitely the slowest start for us for this year so far. Well, we got to start ramping things up. We got some really exciting locations coming up, and
Dude, you got to come out with us. We were actually going to do the. I don't know if you ever heard of it, the Rockport train wreck.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were going to investigate that site, but we ended up going to this client case and stuff. So I'm going to move it. Probably next month or whatever. But because I really, me being a train guy, it's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 50 people steamed to death. Because of basically neglect to maintain the road is what it is. And but it's interesting. I've heard nobody's ever actually investigated it. I know there's a mention in a book of it, and stuff. But dude, we got to get out there and do it. We'll do it on like a Saturday night or something when the train's not running.
Yeah. We did the Ashtabula train wreck in Ashtabula, Ohio. Just like a little stop off that we did when we were investigating.
Oh, is that the one that was on Ultra Files? They were talking about it. Is that the death car?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that episode.
Yeah.
I haven't watched many paranormal shows at all recently.
Yeah, all the good ones have been taken off. I mean, I basically just watch Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters now.
Mm-hmm.
And that show was it Ghost Town Terror?
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Town Terror. That's got me. Although I'm trying to figure out though. I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, granted, I haven't seen the whole season yet. That town is advertised as like a bed and breakfast getaway type thing.
Yeah.
Now you're showing it on TV that it's infested with demons. Isn't that gonna kind of hurt your business?
No, it's actually going to boom it.
Well, it's gonna boom it, yeah. But I mean, if somebody walks out and they're possessed,
Well, it's probably just to get people to come out.
Yeah.
Suckers like us. Like,
Yeah.
all right, demons. Yeah, sure, we'll come out.
Y'all have fun with that.
Well, what's the matter? You don't want to live in you don't want to stay in a ghost town?
I live with, it's a revolving door every day. Why do I want to go somewhere else?
Because it's cool. You're living in the 1800s.
All I do is residential. I've never been to, I mean, I go places, but I've always done residential. And it's fascinating, like listening to your guys' stories. So I might branch out and actually do investigation.
I'm telling you to do this, but you don't listen to me. Nobody listens to me. I speak the truth, but nobody listens to me. Jeez. No, when I come down to South Carolina, I'm gonna see if we can get the USS Yorktown.
We could.
I heard that that's up for that you can do investigations on there.
Yeah,
Well,
that is. And I looked again and I called the jail. It's still closed for investigation. So we can't do that. But I do have some local places like the abandoned church and stuff right in Ravenel.
Mm-hmm.
And we could do those. I'm going to talk to the town because I'd like to help restore it. If we could do like ghost walks or something there. Because there's a whole bunch of like rich history right there.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, just watch out though that there's no demonic entities there. You hear all the time abandoned churches end up with demons.
I just come fool them.
There you go. Tara's badass. She'll handle it.
Or you could be like a certain somebody I know from Gettysburg. I knew from Gettysburg. I'll just give it a bad attitude. It'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell you're smoking, but okay. Yeah. How was the Conjuring House?
Conjuring House was pretty good. We had a bunch of stuff going on. There's a whole thing with the 7 soldiers that are buried in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the library area, which is the room off of where the Warrens did their seance.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis, who's that studly fellow on the calendar, the special needs guy, he actually saw 4 soldiers with rifles pointing in different directions. There he is.
yes.
Don't let that fool you. That man is badass. And
I love it.
Tara's like, oh, it got pretty hot in here all of a sudden with
Yes, it
that
did.
calendar. We'll have to send you one out. But yeah,
Please do.
he saw 4 of these soldiers just standing around with rifles pointing in different directions there. And we would get stuff like seven soldiers. We saw a shadow figure, a huge shadow figure, just go right across the room. I mean, it didn't disappoint, and that's why we went a second time.
That's amazing.
It's great stuff. Great stuff.
Nice.
I wouldn't want to live there, but it's great stuff. I heard it's on the market again.
Yeah, I'm wondering why. I never heard a reason why they're selling it.
How much? We should all just pitch in.
I think it's like
right?
I think it's like $1 million something or something like
Oh,
that.
that ain't nothing. That's
cheap.
chunk change now.
Yeah,
Get a bunch of us.
let me just go cut down a couple trees and print some money.
All you got to do is summon the money.
Yeah. I've been doing that for the last 38 years and still haven't.
That's what the New Agers say. Summon the money.
Yeah, so many money. I mean that is one of the places I want to go in the near future. I'm thinking if it's still available next year to do it, because we got some things going ourselves. We're trying to put together a public investigation of the Frenchtown Cemetery in Frenchtown, and we're working on that. I'm working on something with Jolene Riley to do something at her museum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I haven't been. Oh shit, I haven't been back to Gettysburg in like 4 years to actually investigate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I told Sandy, I said I'm done. I'm done living in somebody. You know, I want to go back to Gettysburg, investigate it, and yeah,
Yeah, I love Gettysburg.
yeah. I want to go back to the
Out.
orphanage. I want to go back to the orphanage. I want to go back to the orphanage where I got where I had my partial possession.
Partial possession.
Well, it was like a partial possession body takeover type thing. I was down in the pit and taunting Rosa Carmichael, and there were 2 cops in the group that were off duty, but they had their weapons on them. They had their off-duty guns on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I started saying, "Oh, the cops are coming. They're coming to get you," and this and that. And all of a sudden, this white mist formed around me, and it started. I could see it like going in my nose and my mouth. And at that point, I lost. I don't know. I stopped. I couldn't remember from that point, but they said I ran out, flung that door open so hard that I almost ripped it off the hinges. And I ran up the stairs. When I got upstairs, now I somehow I remember this. I couldn't find my way out because I swear I was in a smoky fire, and I was freaking out. So I finally got out, and I was fine. I had a little bit of an attachment, but other than that, it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go back down there and tell Rosa to go fuck herself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to channel them, find out what they want. You don't want to like bring them in and set them out. You know, like everybody else.
Nah. I'm not into that channeling stuff.
No, you leave it to the
If somebody else wants to do it. If somebody else wants to do it, that's fine. But me, no. No, I can't do that.
I'm not volunteering.
What? You just did.
Well, you shush.
And she's speechless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've actually been pretty fortunate not to have too many crazy, I guess, physical things happen. I had a couple things happen at Pennhurst. It seems every time I go to Pennhurst, something physically happens to me. The first time I felt like I was walking in quicksand. The second time, as soon as I pulled up, got out of my car, I felt like something hit me here. Other than that, Bel Air House, I had something trying to single me out to get into the attic alone. It was
that's another house. That's another place I want to go to.
Bel Air House is great, but we were getting EVPs like get up here, like pissed off. And then the obvious would say Nicholas attic alone, and I had a low level negative attachment after that for a few days. I got that cleared and I was fine. Other than that, Tilly Pierce's house in Gettysburg. We were in Tilly Pierce's room, and my wife heard a hello. I'm like, okay, so we all got into the room there. One of our investigators, Terry, she just started getting nauseous, and I felt like something like come at me, and it's hard to explain. I felt like my body pushed it off, and then it went back on me, and then I felt like I pushed it off again, and then it just
Did you rent the whole building, or did you just stay in?
When we were there, we had the entire place.
Nice.
So I mean, that's the way we like to do. We don't like to do like public investigations. We like to put the whole place out and eliminate any contamination.
It's fun. It's funny you said Tilly Pierce house because it brought back a memory when we were still doing public investigations. And I don't know if you know. I think it's on the 3rd floor. There's this picture of an older lady. Okay, and I was with Jolene Riley's group. I was doing her investigations, and I don't know what made me do this, but I just started. Yeah, I fuck her, and yeah, let's go to town. All of a sudden, everybody's equipment started going off. I'm like, holy hell! Right? So I ran downstairs, grabbed some more equipment. Jolene's like, what's going on? It's like, I'm going to have sex with a ghost. And
I'm sure that got a reaction.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah.
But by the time I got up there, I couldn't get the action going again. But
you got to have your Dan Aykroyd moment where you lay out on the bed.
Oh my god!
My favorite. Here I am. Oh my glory.
I do.
That's
have
my
a
favorite.
succubus. Have a succubus.
Yeah, I remember all the things you were saying at Penhurst. Didn't you get hit by
Nurse Catherine.
the needle?
Yeah, I got it 3 times. No,
Yeah.
twice that time. I got it. I got hit 3 times in that night, and one time it brought me to my knees. That's how much it hurt. And just a few, might have been a few months later, maybe a year later. I don't know. I went back. It was just me, John Zaffis, Steve Gonzalez, and Dave Tango were there, and they were doing it. I was just like, you know what? I'm bored. She was working, and I was just like, I'll go hang out. So I was in there. I told my story and stuff, and she got me again in the back of the ear.
Man, she didn't forget
And
you. You're an unforgettable guy, Dan.
I know. I'm handsome. What can I say?
Maybe she had a crush on you. Maybe she was
It's
pulling
possible.
your pants down and hitting you with the needle in the butt.
It's possible. She might have wanted it. She might have wanted. It's been how long for her? I mean, girls get horny too. But yeah, and then I saw Steve and Tango at the Wawa there right before you get on 222 or 202, whatever it is. And Dave came up to me. He goes, "Hey, what happened when you got stabbed?" I'm like, "Why? What are you talking about?" He goes, "How did it feel?" And I told him, and he's like, "Yeah, that's how I feel." I was like, "Oh, she got you too, huh?"
Well, I guess she's still doing her job.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she's just trying to keep men out, one or the other.
Yeah.
I got it. Penhurst is one of the places I want to go back since they opened up the tunnels and stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't made it out to the tunnels yet.
Yeah, dude, we should do a double investigation. Both of us.
Yeah.
Both teams,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we were actually looking into it. So we've already priced it out and all, and we just got to figure out a date.
Nice. How much? What are they charging now?
It comes out to like $100 a head for like 10 people.
Oh, that's not bad.
We don't like to go with too many people at all.
Well, in a place I don't either. But in a place like Penhurst, though, it's so big, you can do that.
Yeah, even like doing teams, and you got Devon, you got Mayflower. I think they actually opened up another building.
Well, I know. You remember those buildings? You remember those buildings in the back?
Yeah.
They tore them down.
Oh wow.
I was watching. Where was it? It was either Ghost Hunters, or what the hell was it? I don't know. It was one of the shows. One of the shows recently, and me and Sandy were watching and we're looking at it. I'm like, why does it look so different? I pulled up the old picture of it on my phone. They tore down all them buildings in the back.
Oh, wow.
I guess they were so decrepit and falling down that they're probably safer just to demolish them.
Yeah.
But
we're looking to do Waverly, but I understand there's something going on there with the owners.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that the town is trying to do what is it? Eminent domain over them. So it's a legal battle right now, from what I heard.
I hope they get straightened out, because definitely a spot that I want to get to.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
I do. One of these days, I will get out to all these places and all that. But we gotta change our living situation first. We're outgrowing the place and stuff like that. So we're trying to buy a house, but it's not exactly working out. Living in New Jersey, New Jersey's so hard to live in and stuff.
Yeah.
It could be worse. You could be living in New York or Connecticut, where prices are way through the roof.
Oh yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of thankful for that. But Tara, tell your neighbor's dog to shut up, will you?
Oh my God, I've been trying.
Jesus.
So Tara, what's the most haunted spot in South Carolina
Oh,
besides your house?
oh my goodness.
Her house.
Yeah, Dan knows. I'll be like, listen to this. There'll be like people talking in my house.
You had a demon at one point, didn't you?
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think when you ask me things, they're coming through the house in order to talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What's
true.
the craziest thing that you've experienced at your house?
Her kids cleaning up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the craziest thing that, there's so many. But I brought out my SLS camera
Mm-hmm.
and
Mine's in pieces.
and there was like about 50 figures in my
50?
yard. 50 figures in my yard at once.
Oh, wow.
Now,
It was a party, a garden party or something,
it
maybe.
was a garden party. Now, where I am, like I'm across, okay, so anybody in South Carolina, like I'm in Hollywood, but it was Stona Ferry, which you had the Stona Ferry Indians.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the first places, Civil War, Revolutionary War. You had the slave revolt here. So you have all that right on the land that I'm on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're only, what, an hour from Charleston, too, right?
I'm 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20
Well,
minutes.
and everybody knows Charleston, Fort Sumter and all that.
Yep. Hollywood is still very royal. I hope that they keep it royal. Because honestly, we don't need nobody else here. Y'all need to step strong the earth.
Yeah. We've got spirits in our home.
Do you really? I was
We do.
looking in the background, if you haven't noticed.
Did you see Karen? No, I'm serious.
I saw that and then I saw a male.
A male?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he shaking his head at the Mets poster back there?
He might be. Yeah. We do have spirits, and we've actually investigated, and we've gotten mediums in here, and it turns out we have a woman by the name of Karen Bentz, and she was a murder victim in 1970 in the Akron, Ohio area. And I don't know how she got here. We've investigated in Ohio plenty of times, so maybe she had come with us that way. When we've asked her, she didn't know. But she kind of keeps like the riffraff out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that you saw is probably her boyfriend, Don, or D, as we call him. And he's actually, he came from Long Island. He was a neighbor of a friend of mine whose best friend passed. This was their neighbor, and he had passed as well. And he took up residence here, and they found love in the afterlife. And Karen and Don, they both hang out here and kind of keep spirits out. So it's funny because I was doing a FaceTime with Travis maybe a year ago. And he's like, there's a woman sitting on your bed. And I was like, oh, okay. And, I put the camera and he described it to me, saying that, she's got like this white nightgown and on. And I panned the camera more and he saw Karen yelling at her to get out of the house. And yeah, so, but, we've been able to establish dialogue with Karen to the point where we know like bands that she used to listen to. Her birthday's August 1st. His birthday is August 2nd, so we'll do like a playlist for both of them and kind of celebrate their birthday.
Nice.
We actually went out to Ohio last year to visit her grave, put flowers on her grave, go to locations that were important to her at the time, like where she used to work, her house, where the body was found. So it's pretty cool stuff. We're very invested in her, and they're pretty good as far as not being known too much. Sometimes we'll hear footsteps above. One time I had an encounter like Dan had, where I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw this shadow figure standing right there, and it looked like it was kind of like it was being pulled into a vortex, is the way that I could describe it. Like, you know, like in the cartoons where you have like someone going down a drain, and it's
Yes.
just like that. So it was like coming out from the shoulder and the hip area, and as soon as it saw that I saw it, it just kind of quickly went away. And that actually happened, let me see, like right over here in this area. And it moved into the right where my other right, this way, where the banner is. So, haunted area here. You hear ghost dogs barking, huh?
It's my neighbor's damn German Shepherd.
Yeah, he doesn't shut up. He's barking yesterday too.
We had another haunting in the house here. There was a woman who looked like that girl from The Ring that comes out of the well. That's what she looked like, and she smelled horribly. And she was hiding in some of our closets here. And so they ended up finding her, and it turns out that she was a teacher that died in a car accident, a bus accident in Totowa, New Jersey, not too far from here. And she was portraying herself this way so that other spirits wouldn't mess with her. So eventually we did some paranormal therapy, and she went back home.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing here K. Habib Jenner knows you, Nick.
What's that?
I'm guessing this person knows you. The comment on the screen here says your ex looks like one.
I have no idea. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. If you don't know him, please don't.
Jenner? Is that Kris Jenner's relative?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Go lay down.
Oh, I hear a ghost speaking. Oh, mate, never mind. It's Tara's kids.
Oh, yeah, it is. Come here, Sage. Come say hi. My daughter's name's Sage. Come here. Come on, come say hi. Say hi, Sage.
No, look, I got Sage. Oh, sort of.
Yep, we got Sage. Here, hold your Sage.
No.
All right, inside.
Okay. Can I get something to eat?
Of course.
But yeah, somebody saying hi, Sage.
Aww. I'm the cousin that wasn't ready for TV. Oh, here's Cheyenne. Here's my other one. Come here. Come on. Since y'all want to be on
Something
here.
that wasn't ready for TV. Okay.
What?
Here's
I don't know.
Cheyenne.
What's up?
The cousin that wasn't ready for
My
TV.
camera makes me look bad.
Hey, other one.
Aww. Don't even. No, Cheyenne actually has she can see things too.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
Neither do I, so you're fine.
go. Come on.
So do you still see Don in the background?
It's been well. First off, I saw one where your couch was, but I really
Okay.
couldn't tell what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt the energies of female and male.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Karen and D. And we've had we set up cameras here, and we've caught in shadow figures moving and stuff like that. It's,
Nice.
It's almost like over your right shoulder here, my left. Looks like
Yeah.
it's very blurry. Like all of a sudden, your Mets poster flag got blurry.
over here.
Yeah, it got very blurry.
Yep, and that's where I saw it.
Yeah. I don't know. If
Very interesting. I love it.
I know my dad is here too. He passed away in February last year, and
yeah.
he kind of hangs out.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my mom is in here. She watches over because we have a portal in my house.
I put up a portal in our house too.
You go away. We ain't going to talk about your portal.
My people in Gettysburg that I used to hang out with opened up a portal in my toilet.
Oh.
Yeah. It's still open, but they don't come. I don't know if they're coming through because I keep telling them that if they're going to be in my house, they're going to do some chores.
Right?
That would probably be one of the worst angles for them to come out of.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the toilet makes a lot of noises.
I bet it does. A lot of sulfur smells and probably something demonic coming out of there.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything demonic. I think we're keeping that at bay.
Oh. Probably maybe a good idea is to bless the water in the tank. So when it goes,
That's a good one.
Yeah. So I have to close it, and then I'm going to seal my house with Saint Benedict, blessed Saint Benedict medals. And so once I get around to closing it, it'll be great. Don't have to worry about it. But, well, look at that. It's 8:00 in 1 minute. And we've been on for an hour. Yeah. Start. Where's the poll?
Oh man.
So I don't know if you want to keep going a little bit, or you want to. I know you said you have to go to work in the morning.
yeah, I'm actually working right now. Probably
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hopefully my boss not watching this. Sorry.
Is that a train?
Oh, you're okay. I hope you feel better.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nice. So real quick, plug yourself and your team.
EastCoastSpiritChasers.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media platforms. And we like to go live from locations. We'll ask questions. I'm your boss. Get back to work. All right, Habibi.
Wow.
But check us out. We'll ask questions. You want to come on, check us on the live. We'll ask questions you ask, and we get some incredible evidence. So
They do. I've seen their videos. So all right. Well, we'll have Nick on again, and one day soon we'll get together and investigate something, and we'll both go live.
Yeah.
And we'll look at each other while we're going
crossover.
Yeah.
And when you guys do that, then I'll do the third one where I'll come.
There you go.
Yeah. You'll remote in.
Let's do it. We'll both film each other.
Yes.
So.
I appreciate you having me on. Thank you very much.
We have somebody say something real quick. Hang on. Let's by Nick. Your spirit has blessed us.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. You know it's good when Jesus says something nice about you.
Yes, it is. It really is. So, all right, man. Have a good one. We'll be in touch.
All right, bud.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you. All right, everybody. So that was Nick. Like I said, if you need some help, EastCoastSpiritChasers.com, and they'll come out and check, just like us, all that. And our next week we're not having a show, but we will be having a show. I know it's confusing, right? Just because it's Easter, so we're not doing a live show. And that was believable.
I love this guy.
So we're having a show the next weekend, the 24th. We're having Bishop Ronald File Enright from the Order of Exorcists, which is our power ministry in this field. You come to Scotland to find ghosts. I would like to.
Hey, I'm into that.
I would like to. I've heard there's a lot of ghosts out there and some good stuff.
Funny
Unfortunately,
you say that. I'm Scottish too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that we just don't have the money right now. So you don't want to miss on the 24th. It could help you out. The place is riddled with them. It could help you out before we even get to you. So keep an eye out for that 24th, 7 p.m. right here on the Paranormal Happy Hour. Both myself and Tyra will be talking to Bishop Ron about his work. He's been an exorcist for 40 plus years. He actually just retired about a year ago or so. He's got a book written now, Exorcist Secret Journal. I can only find it on Kindle. We'll have to ask him if he's got hard copies. I don't have a Kindle myself, but if you have a Kindle, you can get it on Amazon. And it shows the adventures of Bishop Ron and his exorcisms that he's done over the years.
I love it.
So, all right, everybody, it's time for me to go to bed. I got to be in Long Island at 6 a.m. tomorrow in the eastern, far eastern side of Long Island. So, I'll be getting up at 1 o'clock to go to work at 2.
Oh yeah, peace out and keep your spirits out.
Have fun, everybody. We'll see you later.